advantage of a poor form eUnited.
It'll be interesting to see that sub battle, you know, Hockey, and then the way Pristini has been playing. He's been, I mean, one of the few shining stars for eUnited in a lot of their maps. I know he hasn't been. I mean, nothing looks good when you're getting 3-0 by everybody, but there have been some maps where his just interactions have been at like all-time highs. He's been winning a lot of those individual gunfights, and Pristini's going to be a big part of this. They're going to find the victory. But here we go, Hockey. What can he do off the opening break? Peeks in the beer. Nothing home. Working with Nathan now inside docks as they do find Clayster together. Still trying to spot what he can, trying to hit the edge for RC. He's getting a little bit of an awkward timing as he plays around the pillar, and Arcidy's just toying with him there top mid. Round and round we go at the statues. He finds a couple of kills.
Okay, Twins kicking it off here, 2 apiece on the statue, and they're going to get the first couple of points. Pristini and Clayster now getting into the action, but so far so good for eUnited. Keep your eye out for, of course, the rotation down to the bus. It looks like a split spawn for Epsilon, but these points, these will count. Going into the later stages, Pristini and Arcidy's, they're going to be stopped in the 3-kill streak. 25 points go in favor of eUnited.
But if you're United, still looking good there at the bottom right of the minimap. Holding spawns for that main street hard points. You're still feeling all right about this. You'll allow a little time. Okay, I thought they were going to allow time to go Epsilon, but they're going to give up, what, the final 10 seconds or so to try and push through. Let's see if they can actually make this happen. Arceus dives back to the corner. Was he spotted? It appears so, as he's going to back up. Tags him with a nade. Spots a couple. Can't hit the edge. And I was saying he needs to get his AR back there. How many times have we seen Slasher in that spot where he's able to set up, find some easy kills? Clayster got there a little bit late. Arcedy gets picked on the edge, and they aren't able to make the play. So Epsilon just fights on through. They're now into the hard point, and they've got an opportunity here to not only take the spawns, but rack up some time.
Well, right at this second, eUnited are still in the hill. Dave's trying to get involved as well. He's now the FG42 player for this team, but he's not afraid to use that PPSH as well. The crazy thing about this is Epsilon kind of swapped the spawns. They figured out exactly what they needed to do, but they haven't taken much time from this away at all. Hawkeye now in a 1v1 will get the better of Arcides, but the trade comes in. The last 15 seconds should go in favor of eUnited, and I think they had 3-4 points off the middle hill. They've really not gained much from this this street hill either.
That's true, and considering the fact that Arceus and Clay dropped in those key positions early on, it's impressive that eUnited were able to continue holding from the opposite side, contest where they could, and like you said, not give Epsilon too much time. But here we go. eUnited now set up at the docks warehouse. They have a nice setup across mid-map, across the lower water area, and inside the hard point. Good opportunity here to really blow up this lead a bit.
Nice long-range shot there from Vortex. He's going to tag up Pristini. Very, very weak. And that battle for the second hard point is going to punish Epsilon here because they gave full control away to the docks. Pristini now taking full advantage of that. 30 seconds left here. eUnited could finish here, maybe breaking 100. Cillian Arcides again, kill after kill. And you've got to see the slaying side of things definitely favoring eUnited at this early stage in map number 1.
And Pristini was getting pretty close to streaks. We highlighted him before this one. He's been so strong as of late. Should get a call if there's one next to him. I was gonna say, if Arceus actually died to that, then he got the kill and got the time, he would have been fully streaked out very quickly there, but still working on it. Clayster now around the backside here as we get set up towards Beer. He's got Nathan to deal with on the opposite side, outside of Cole on the box. Pristini then trying to back him up here as he comes up these water steps to try and make a play. Unfortunately for him, a nade comes in. He's very weak very quickly.
Nice couple of kills for Epsilon there. It does go 2-2, but now they can go for a pinch here. Hawkeye and Nathan very crucial to this break to go in. And they're both going to contest, both pick up kills. And Hawkeye and Nathan now, they eliminate all 3, but we are going to see eUnited gain that back spawn. This next wave of kills is so, so important. And you could see almost Epsilon pushing out the front there. I think they were a little bit confused of how this was to work out. And with 25 seconds, again, I just don't feel like they're capitalizing on the kills that they're making.
Well, it was a little bit awkward for both sides. You had, I think, 4 people stacked inside this hard point. And the furthest player toward the top appeared to be Epsilon, but you still got that safe spawn for eUnited. I think that was just a bit of a cluster, right? You had everybody in that area. Unfortunately for Epsilon, they spawn bottom. eUnited still gets the top spawn, but I think that's why it looked a little confusing for them for a moment. But now let's cycle into Crane here. Still a significant lead for eUnited, and they're finding the kills in transition. Look how far they're spawning them out right now. Clayster pushing up so far is allowing them to get in a good position here to pick up a lot of key time on Crane.
Yeah, heads up play from Clay. I don't think there's any streaks on either side as well, so this Crane could be held strongly for eUnited. Clay doing some really strong assault rifle work. Arceus picking up the slack there in the middle, and down fire we are going to see see Epsilon make a little bit of a break. The spawns, though, coming in for eUnited. We're going to see Epsilon push forward down the road. That's going to be one traded out by Vortex. And again, eUnited, they keep trading these kills. They're going to keep that spawn.
I mean, that was great. I mean, that was 30 seconds. Arcity stood in Crane without really having to deal with nades, deal with shots, deal with anything, because they had them pushed back. They had them spawning so deep. Crane usually a pretty contested hard point, right? Not usually we're going to see like a full 60 come in, but right now, like I just said, what was it, a 60-point advantage or so? eUnited's going to blow that up here by just dominating them on Crane, and that was winning those 2 gunfights in transition, getting pushed up in fire and pushed up in docks, and able to make those plays. Solid stuff from eUnited. Haven't put it necessarily out of reach yet, but they've certainly started to bury Epsilon a bit here, Momo.
Absolutely, and it's the slain side for eUnited that is definitely counting. See the Twins, both 14 and 9, now 5 kill streak for Pristini as he hits number 15. Silly, Clayster, both positive as well, all putting up the kills. They're sharing the workload, and Epsilon are in trouble here. They're down by about 100, and this statue is in full control of eUnited. And think about the next spawns, eUnited are set up for that one as well.
Yeah, it's gonna, I don't know if it'll end in these next 2 hard points, but it appears it could get darn close if it continues like this. You got Silly at the top of the mid-cut looking to fly in. It soars in, unfortunately, right into the bullets of Nathan as he finds a couple of kills there. And now they're going to try and push the back. So it's going to be Arcades and Clayster again that try to deal with this. Last time they died in the transition pretty much as soon as that Main Street hardpoint popped up. This time, can they close? Clayster's a lot deeper this time. Remember, he was kind of caught as he was rotating over last time. Now in a good position. He's able to back up if he needs to the back building and play it safe. He's in a good spot here to continue make or just continue to challenge and find kills. 6 stuff there from Clayster. But you see how different that is when you're rotated early enough that you're in that power position instead of getting caught trying to rotate as soon as your teammate dies.
And again, Epsilon, they have broke through. They potentially could get the better spawns here. Keep your eyes on the clock here, because Epsilon now 20 seconds into this hill, and we'll see how much they actually gain from it. They started on around 65, I think. Now they've got the spawns. Now they're pushing forward. eUnited, though, they're nearly at that 200 mark. The question is, do they go for that early rotation on the docks? Because previously, you know, they early rotated, they get the majority of the points. It's going to set them up very, very well. And I think this may be where we see eUnited almost put Epsilon to bed.
That hardpoint was almost funny for me because it's like Clay and RCs did a much better job on the backside. But when they finally did drop, they spawned out further. So Epsilon actually got more points on that hardpoint than the last time through, which was a little bit sloppier from eUnited. So that's just... I mean, not luck with the spawns. The fact he had somebody from Epsilon a little bit closer to Cole spawn them all the way top. But here we go. Let's get to docks. Just under 100-point advantage right now. Still for eUnited. Nathan just trying to play his life as he goes lower. He has a little bit of help here in the form of Dave, who's just outside the bottom. But, well, there goes Dave. And now Nathan's going to hop up. Nathan's going to drop. eUnited's hard point. Yeah,
credit to Nathan there, because the rotation should have been a lot easier for eUnited. Nathan actually puts a pause on the attack. However, we see 2 from Silly. Could find the 3rd. He's going to jump down. Not going to find Hawkeye. But again, Hilly's in full control. 25 seconds left. And even though Nathan pulled out something special there just to delay the inevitable, what it seems here, we're going to be heading to the barrels. And eUnited, they are going to be very, very close to ending this one. Epsilon, no 100-point club, but... It doesn't look good.
But that was a nice play from Silly, man. You know, he knows his teammates are spawning up top. He's the forwardmost man. He hits through fire, comes out there, and gets 2 easy kills. And that's just players from Epsilon just popping that are trying to get back into docks and just not able to do so. But the gunfights continue to go the way of the United. Pristini going to be the next man up inside, just trying to spray the edge of this box. But it's actually going to be Hockey. You talk about his ability to be a playmaker. He gets both kills there inside a beer. But it's just, you need so few points for eUnited. You know, just getting scrap time here or there is probably enough to bury it.
Yeah, I've seen Hawkeye consistently drop 30+ on this game, on this map and mode in particular. Hasn't had that same series, has been shut down. In all honesty, the likes of Arcades pulling out the PPSH is damaged that. 23 and 18 for him, but overall just a very well-rounded performance for eUnited. Again, all positive. 3 of them have over a minute on the hill. Arcades is about to hit 2 minutes. I feel like this is a much better performance for eUnited, just team-based in general.
Sure. And yes, part of it probably helps. You know, you're going up against Epsilon and not, you know, some of the teams they've had to deal with recently that have throttled them. But at the same time, they do certainly seem to be on a more similar pace, right?
Well, we're going to see the rotation down to Crane, and this is where eUnited really ran away with it. They do have That rotation once again. These couple of kills could be crucial. And Clayster, again, anchoring this docks. Very, very good here because... Oh, he's actually going to go down ironically there. But he does just draw out plays. He's going to make the engagement further away from the hard point, which even means just when he respawns, he's going to have that 2-3 seconds to get to the crane again. And now the fight's going down. Nathan's going to get team killed. Not what you want to see there. And Vortex left in a 1v2. He's got to pause for a second on the minimap. But it's 240 to 140. This game's got to be over.
Hey, at least this time Epsilon took a step foot inside the crane hardpoint. I mean, last time they couldn't get within 20 feet of it, it felt like. Now they get 4 down. There's 20 seconds remaining here. But, yeah, again, once the lead blew up like that and you're at the 220 mark for United, it just comes to a point where you don't even have to worry about rotations that much. You can fight for scrap, fight for contest, really do whatever you want and kind of bury the game unless Epsilon somehow has absolutely flawless hardpoint.
And the crazy thing is as well, Epsilon, it looks like they're starting to heat up. They're getting a bit of momentum, but you can't leave it this late, and it's very easy for someone like myself to say, you know, you've got to start hot, you've got to start fast, and against a team like eUnited, it's not easy. But what I'm trying to put the point across is Epsilon have that kind of class, they have that capability. If they do start strong and do start hot, they can beat teams that are in the Pro League. 177 and climbing. I can't believe this game is actually still going on, but another 3 kills for Epsilon. They're still holding that statue strong, and eUnited just waiting to almost find their spot.
Sometimes I wonder if this is like a team turning it up late, or if it's more a team like United who's like, guys, we need 8 points. Like, just keep flooding, keep flooding.
Yeah.
You start to maybe not do the basics as much because you know how close you are to victory. You never know. But as he gets in, I thought those might be the final ticks, but will be naded out. You still just need 4 more points. eUnited has stretched this out a couple extra hard points. They haven't been able to finish it. And technically, Epsilon have spawns, but it's not going to matter. There's enough time on the hard point. They're going to finish at their statue.
It's tough for Epsilon there. They start to heat up towards the end of the game, and you see eUnited. I don't think they were too concerned. With 8 points, you're going to pick up some scrap sooner or later. And we do see signs of life from Epsilon, but again, this is a game which very easily could have been a 100-point club. eUnited take the foot off the gas maybe, and we're going to be going into search and destroy once again. Epsilon 1-0 behind.
Yeah, I just always wonder if it's that scenario. Is it a foot off the gas scenario or a team warming up? Because you see it happen a lot, right? You'll see a team getting blown out, then they sort of bring it back a little bit. They start to hop into the game. Never know. But as it stands, you do get a victory there from United, and I think the scoreline doesn't tell the full scenario. They were in control throughout the entire game, really until the final couple of minutes where you saw a little bit of a stretch. But United looked strong there. But they got to close out this series, and the big thing there, that is the first map win for eUnited, and I believe this is the 4th series. I guess they got 3-0 3 times in a row, correct? I believe so.
Yeah.
So I think that's their first map win in days.
It's been a very rough kind of period of time for eUnited, and again, this is something that every team will go through. You can't just sit and ride that wave, that high for forever. You know, you're going to go through times where teams catch up, teams find the counter, and I don't necessarily think that teams are right now, but eUnited, whatever is going wrong, you know, they've got to fight through this. They've got to dig deep, find it in themselves, and push through. This is a must-win game. It's a game they should win against a team in the caliber of Epsilon. But eUnited, you know, we came into Division B thinking, you know, this is a top 4 team in Division B. They should come out of this strong. They should be a playoff team. And now we sit here after, you know, a week and a couple of days when we think, you know, are we going to see eUnited in the playoffs? You know, are they just going to fall short? And I think this is the real telling tale of how do they change that. And I think this, like Courage said and Ben said on the desk, this could be the catalyst of, you know, just a bit of confidence and a way to change it around.
Well, I think... I mean, there's been a couple good things for them in the way where the FaZe lost yesterday to eUnited. Splice is a similar spiral in a way. I mean, they've had a couple losses since Jared has come back. So it's like there's still very much a chance for eUnited because of some other teams' struggles, whereas if Splice would have started looking really hot and if FaZe would have continued their nice streak, eUnited would be in a lot of trouble. But that hasn't been the case. I mean, if anything, it's like eUnited now are another threat. But it's starting to get so packed there between like the 3 and 6 position or whatever it is. And when you still have a full cycle of matches to play, a full 2 weeks after we're done tomorrow,
yeah, you definitely can't count them out of it. I mean, this is a team that might come back 2 weeks later and look like a completely different squad.
100% agree. And, you know, just bringing up a team like eUnited, obviously yesterday they get a big first win. Today they get another win. Obviously, yes, it was against Epsilon. I think later on they play EG. I went in my predictions. I kind of said, this is eUnited's day. It's all about them. They stand out. They get 2 wins. And, you know, 2 teams that could be in trouble are both Epsilon and eUnited. So, you know, the great thing is we're in week 2 and day 2 kind of thing, and it's still all up to play for. You know, and anyone can win. Of course, we do have our standout teams, the undefeated MV and LG. But right now, Epsilon and eUnited, both teams who could be doing a little bit better.
Here we go, though. Game 2, Epsilon. We'll kick it off on offense. Vortex will be your bomb carrier. Aki, we talked about him in the game 1. Maybe he can take over here in game 2. He gets stunned as he tries to get in an aggressive position, and Clay's going to peek that edge and take his face immediately. Clay picks up Vortex in the back as well, and Dave suddenly, still practically back here in spawn. Oh! Whoa! Well, I think Clay's face describes how I feel. Let's see it from his POV. Oh, yeah, Dave just got annihilated.
Yeah, that's the snapper from Clay, and that's not what you want to see in round number 1 from Clayster himself. eUnited, of course, now. I'm trying to think these 2 teams. We don't see this map very often. Sometimes it slips through and, you know, we're going to see it in a game 5, but it's the first one. Clay already has 3 to his name. I have no idea, I'm going to be completely honest, how Epsilon play this. I just haven't seen them play it.
Well, they do have Nathan with a snipe.
I think we saw Nathan actually pull off a 1v4. That's the only thing that reminds me.
To you.
Yeah, but I mean, even that means for me that 3 of his team went down, and he, yes, made an individual fantastic play. But apart from that, Epsilon, they have their work cut out here. First blood still on the cards here. 4v4, bomb in the hands of Silly.
A lot of bullets expended there between Pristini and the Epsilon player bottom ship, but no first blood yet. Everyone just trying to look for that opening. Vortex has pushed up here. Clay just waiting patiently, see if anyone pushes that B street. We can see on the minimap, no one looking to get there. But Vortex, I think he's pushed out bottom ship. He might have came into their top, but he's able to make the play. Clay does answer back, though. He's now 4-0, and it will be man advantage now to eUnited. Nathan, okay, that was the slowest reaction I've seen on a snipe in quite some time. You got to hit that.
Yeah, something's not clicking here. Pristini's just wiggling his way through, and he's going to pick up the second as well.
That was
weird.
Yes,
it's difficult. You know, you have your sniper and you miss your first shot, but
that first shot, like that wasn't like a quick peek or something. He had his full body up there, waved hello, and then backed up, and the shot goes off.
Yeah, it's not what you want to see if you're an Epsilon fan. Another clean round though for eUnited. Interested to see how the streaks come out, because I know Clay got an assist there. He also picked up a kill. He may have picked up another assist. He's 4-0. He's on 440 points, so of course working towards those streaks. But it's Clay and Pristini with all 8 kills so far for eUnited.
And this time they're going to play a little bit slower. They're aggressive towards A last time. I think they expected nades to come in, so Clay doesn't just run up and get 2, then 3 kills this time. They definitely slow it down. Vortex, the bomb carry, has gotten into top window then for Epsilon. But you can see a very passive defense right now from eUnited. I'm not sure if it's just trying to get the streaks in the hand of Clayster. We're just playing behind the snipes, so you can just see on the minimap they are playing very, very passive here. Obviously, the pressured Epsilon to work this bomb.
Oh, 100%. They've got everything covered right now until Epsilon make a move, and this is the move. It's going to be the smoke straight away. This is where you're going to see the grenades come in. Vortex does have Hunker, so he will be able to survive here for now, but look at Clay just backing off. Silly is in that top room, 35 seconds.
So they checked it with 2 grenades, I believe, now. I'm not sure what you have left then, but they've thrown in 2. They know the plant hasn't... I think there was... What, you have 1 left on Pristini. Here it goes. So this will be the 3rd check. He knows he's there. He knows he's there. Hits him. Can he finish it? 1 bullet in. Shots it. Nice shot for Pristini. Almost snaps on his teammate, Silly. But you saw that. It was, what, every 5 to 10 seconds, 1 nade comes in, 2nd nade in, 3rd nade from eUnited so they can get that information. And now you just don't have time to even get this bomb planted, really. 6 seconds on the clock. This round is done. Good patience and nade usage there from eUnited as they get another round victory.
Arcees is already sat there with both fists up, ready for the fist bumps. And for once, it looks like they're having some fun. And yes, you know, don't get me wrong, we know that they're not playing the likes of LG or MV and it's a little bit of an easier game for them. But the start of, you know, sometimes a tough time is enjoying actually playing. That's kind of where it all stems. That's why everyone started playing Call of Duty and still a vital part of this. So nice to see it.
And when it boils down to it, a win's a win.
Oh, absolutely.
In the league, a win is a win. Anything, just maybe give these guys a little bit of confidence. Like you said, just put smiles on their faces. But a smoke did come out over the top. And that's going to allow Vortex to try and get up into a very greedy position here. I don't think he was spotted. Okay, so Pristini did see him. I say, did he get into that without being spotted? He does get spotted. And once again, Epsilon members continue to fall. This has not been close. He got a 5 streak for Pristini. Clay is yet to die. Clay just spotted another one that could be his streaks, but nope, he'll back up. And last player was Hockey, who we saw run away for his life bottom middle.
Yeah, he's just going to take down Arstees as the bomb goes down. 35 seconds left. Pristini looking for the kill. Will finally hit the melee, and another round secured there for eUnited. Apart from that, it's looking good for eUnited, but in all honesty, yes, there's so much credit you can give to eUnited. I actually feel this is a pretty poor performance from Epsilon. I know they won't be happy with it. I know even going into the series that, you know, you're looking at each other, you're not picking up wins. You've already lost to UniLad today, which is the kind of one game where you can maybe pull something out the bag. I do feel for the Epsi boys and how they're gonna handle this. Pristini,
sure,
out of all people, now 7-1. We were all looking at Clay.
I was about to say, you know, it's like since round 1, we were waiting for Clay to get those streaks. He's still trying to get them, but Pristini goes on a tear, and I believe on 6 kills in a row now, as eUnited looking for their 5th round in a row. They have looked the superior team by a wide margin throughout the course of these first 2 maps. But this time they're able to get a bomb planted.
Fast bomb plant as well. The nades just weren't there for eUnited. Clay still has one to his name. We're going to actually see a score streak come in.
Clay just got him too.
Yeah, Clay's got streaks. And that's the thing I will say on Texas itself. The streaks are, unless you have the bomb down and you have kind of a very clear sight of what you're wanting to protect, sometimes the glide bombs, the fighter pilots, they are pretty useless sometimes. 3v3 though, 15 seconds left. Pristini from behind. He's going to get his 3rd and final streak. Looking to close this one out with 10 seconds. No one is on the bomb, so it is going to be a round towards Epsilon. However, Clay and Pristini, they're at the 6 kill streak, 7 kill streak.
Yeah, I just think they didn't have a lot of time to work with.
Yeah.
And Clay's working on this perfect game right now at 6-0. In that 2v2 with, what, 15 seconds on the clock, it didn't really seem doable. So they'll both still have 2 sets of streaks. Clay will still be sitting at 6-0. And Pristini is now on, what, 8 kills in a row?
7 or 8. I think he might have picked up his 8th there. Oh, 9. Okay. Doing one better as always. 9-1, fully streaked out. Of course, he did invest the glide bomb into that previous round, not finding anything. But they have all the streaks, everything in their possession to end this game, really.
Pristini into the top window. Arcedy's getting tagged immediately, and he will back down. Streaks do come in, but everybody's stacked around bottom ship. But they get the information that everyone's kind of bottom shipper towards B, so that's an easy plant then for them to pick up. And then, despite the fact that he's stunned, Pristini's still able to pick up another kill. He's at 10 right now. Just look at his kills compared to everybody else in the lobby. Unreal stuff from him. Arcedy set up all the way in the back. Clayster, I said Carcides, I think. Clayster now going to invest the glide bomb. Dave, we'll see you next round. Nathan maybe trying to stick this. Can they get there in time? It might actually be closer than it should be. It might be real close. It might be real close. Still needs a little bit there to take the round. eUnited finds their 5th.
I think Clay found 3 as well there. I'm interested to see what Clay is rocking right now, as in kill to death ratio. Because at this point, you can almost call this search and destroy over. Definitely a very organized team in comparison to Epsilon. eUnited, they have their setups, they have the way they're breaking the bomb site. If it were to be planted, which I think is only the one time, Clayster now 9-0. He'll be looking for that perfect game. And again, there's 3 streaks still in the hands of eUnited. This game should be over.
Well, Apathy started 14-0 last night. Clay trying to do his best impersonation. He's had some really massive search and destroy games in his career, but let's see if he can have this perfect game. He's got mortar still here, Momo.
And I think what he can do as well is, as we saw the nade check here, he's just checking if anyone's crossing. I think that's pretty clear that it may be a bait. You would have connected with the nade or some gunfire. So he can just wait this time out. And if time does go by now and he does see someone cross, he can just stick that mortar straight on it. There's, of course, the artillery as well. The fighter pilot from Prestini. If somehow Epsilon win this round, I'd be gobsmacked. But first blood will go in their favor.
That's big. And I was about to say Arseny's tagged up as well, but his trusty car will get the job done as he gets the kill. They get bomb and they try to wrap back. So it was like a fake at A, a wrap to B. Now you die at B, a wrap back to A. So pressure going to be coming to Clayster. Can Clayster win the gunfight? He's been tagged up trying to get away. He's going to get pinched from both sides. Will finally drop. Arseny's now left by himself. Arseny's drops, and that's another round here going to Epsilon. But still a whole hell of a lot of work to do.
It was all about the first blood. When it was a 4v4, you know, eUnited could have invested streaks to try and finish the game. You're kind of better having those streaks on the offense. You get the bomb down and you can secure the round by using the streaks and the 45-second timer that Epsilon will have to defuse it. So that's what we're more than likely going to see here. You're going to stick the artillery on top. You're going to stick the mortar strike on top. You're going to rain down fire with the fighter pilot as well. Epsilon just can't let the bomb go down. And they know that.
Can they hold it off? Another first blood. That's Dave again, trying to give them a chance in this. If they continue to pick up the first kill, I mean, you make those streaks certainly not as effective. Okay. A second one does come in. Epsilon showing some life as Dave, maybe a little bit of vengeance on Clayster as he's able to gun him there on that B street. Another round comes in for Epsilon, just round by round. You can't look at that big deficit. What was it, 1-5 at its worst? So it'd be a pretty phenomenal comeback here. But still the streaks, right?
Yeah, the only thing right now is for eUnited, they're going to go back on the defense. So ideally, you know, do you want to invest your streaks just to try and keep them off a bomb site? It can backfire you on. It can backfire on you very, very heavily. So again, Epsilon, if they can get this bomb down and just head inside, get into those two top rooms, control the middle, this is definitely a game that is in the hands of Epsilon now. They can do what many thought they couldn't.
That's another shot you need to hit, though. I get that. Get another first blood here. Take control. You're feeling pretty good. I mean, I like the play by it. Clayster's gotten aggressive on that A street a couple of times. You try to go for the pick, but going for the pick, you need to hit the pick.
You can see how important Epsilon know that first blood is. Here's the fighter pilot. It's going to rain down fire. They have got mounting on. So there is a streak invested on the defense, and we are going to see the bomb go down. Nathan is now going to be coming in as well with the first blood. Epsilon, they could be pushing this to around 10 minimum. 40 seconds left on the clock. This is where eUnited, they don't want to invest streaks. They can't. It's now a 2v4. Epsilon should be tying this one up. I can't believe I'm saying it. But this is going to be going to at least around number 10.
And Nathan, after he missed that first shot, he's actually got a couple of snipes in this one. Silly. 3 kills to his name, but has to try and make a play here with bomb down and 3 players to kill. He's not going to likely be able to do it. Not a lot of time to work with. Well, both were on one side. If he would have hit that and somehow magically... Oh, now he's been spotted. Now Silly is super, super dead.
Nathan will, I think, he'll be a bit frustrated. He's on a 3-kill streak. He could have found the 4th there. And I tell you what, if he goes into round 11, those streaks could have come in. But Dave just making sure... And he needs to at this point. When you're Epsilon, you'll do anything just for a map win.
Well, I think, you know, the one thing Epsilon's done really well, 2 things. You know, you start to get some first bloods. Obviously, that's what, 3 in a row. Dave with 2, and I think Nathan with a first blood. But you've done really good to not lose any one of these streaks. I mean, Mountain's part of it, but also the positioning and then bottom ship it a couple of rounds to make sure the glide bomb still doesn't pick you up. Even if you're using Mountain. What do you, I think there's an artillery left, but I'm not sure what else. I don't think eUnited's really been able to, so a mortar you have for Clayster, and Prestini artillery. Okay.
Yeah.
So you do still have 2 streaks.
You invested the fighter pilot.
There's Clay.
And that's the first blood, I think, for eUnited in 3 rounds minimum, maybe 4. And now that they have the bomb, now they've got the bomb down. Mortar, artillery. Here we go. So there again, straight away your first streak. You're going to see Prestini find 1. And Nathan, I know you pulled a 1v4 off previously. It's only a 1v3. He's going to find the second. Was it a 1v4? I think it was, actually. So I'm gonna give Nathan the benefit of the doubt here and stay optimistic, to say the least. 23 seconds.
Yeah, it's just so little time. So little time. And look how spread out they are. Like, I think it's impossible just to do the time.
1 more bullet then. And I will say, he would have probably even traded out. The grenade's going to come in. He's tagged up. Yeah. He's going to be taken down. Epsilon, you've got to give a little bit of respect to there, just to kind of fight back and get back into this. But again,
it's like game one, sort of.
I was thinking, you know, is it Epsilon showing moments of greatness? Is eUnited still in poor form but just playing a worse team? I'm still so undecided between both these teams.
Yeah, I mean it's a little bit. I mean, as much as it's great eUnited has a 2-0 advantage, they're doing their best to make these games interesting in a way. Like they have the 100-point lead in Hardpoint. You slowly watch that disappear. You're up 5-1 in Search, and you start to get a little bit nervous there. But at least you see the guys smiling. Looks like they're having fun. Looks like they're trying to bounce back from a horrific couple of days here in the CWL Pro League 4 Division B. But I'll tell you what, still a lot of Call of Duty to come, and this series not over. It's a best of 5. It's CTF up next. Epsilon trying to pull off a miracle. We'll see if they can do it after this quick break. eUnited up 2-0. Looking to close out the series. They've been on a tough and a rough stretch here in the Pro League, but looking to bounce back here in a matchup against Epsilon in control. Can they close it here on Flak Tower is the question. Epsilon, we saw have a pretty good effort on Flak Tower earlier in the day. A map, you know, you talked about hockey, he can be very strong, but I don't know. I mean, I just feel like this Epsilon team must be tilted off the face of the earth at this point with the way that today's been going. Yeah,
it's frustrating, especially... We kind of always talk about the way you lose a game or you win a game. If you get blown out, you forget it, you kind of move on. You're like, that was embarrassing. But the problem is right now, for the hard point, they get blown out, but they start to mount a comeback and lose. Search and Destroy, they get blown out, they start to mount a comeback and lose. CTF, it's one of those, again, that they've got to start strong, get some flags in early. They can't go behind. They just seem like they're always climbing this mountain. They're always chasing after the other team, and it only ends one way.
Yeah, that's certainly true. But, God, I don't know. I want to try and sell the narrative here that Epsilon's going to bring this back, but I just...
Start strong. Start strong.
Yeah. Maybe it's like an early score here. Okay, they can make a play. Start to get to some positive vibes going.
One thing I always said in my semi-successful career was, you know, just don't concede early. It's not about... It's not about scoring soon. Just go for the first 2 minutes without conceding. Go toe-to-toe. Try and read what their game plan is as well. Adapt. The problem is if Epsilon concede within like the first 90 seconds, it's like, ugh, again?
Well, I mean, the thing that stood out against their match against eUnited is their defense is very strong. They had very few poor plays, very few cracks in the armor where, you know, eUnited was able to slip through, or sorry, eUnited was able to slip through. They look good. I mean, the only downside was they didn't have very much offense. It was a 1-0 game with very few flag touches. Are they going to have the same effort against eUnited? We'll see. I couldn't tell. For me, it felt like eUnited was kind of all out of whack. Their comms seemed all over the place from what they were doing in the game. I think eUnited definitely going to be a much tougher opponent here on this particular map. As I say that, here comes Hockey soaring up the map, but Silly on spawn should rotate back. Clayster does as well, and they handle it. And that's something that, you know, wasn't really happening in the first time they played this.
Okay, well, 60 seconds past, both teams putting pressure on either side. Clay already starting off with 4 kills. Nathan yet to find the first, as is Silly. But as we see now, eUnited trying to put their first foot in the base of Epsilon. Trading out, and this is what you'll commonly see on CTF as well, just waiting for one team to get that map control. Number 4, it's Vortex. He needs to pick up a couple of kills. One would do it just to keep them at bay, but eUnited definitely on the attack here.
Oh, that's a big win there from Silly to open up this right side. Now put everybody on the back foot here from Epsilon. But this is where they were really good against eUnited. They won these gunfights once you got into the actual base. Can they do it again? It's going to be all on Dave here. Dave has to make the plays. Dave's gotten one. Dave trying to push the second. And again, it looks like Epsilon's going to hold. So that second wave of kills that teams need against Epsilon, they really, really struggle to do. And that's, I think, props to Epsilon just on their positioning there in the back of their base, using the depth of that particular flag region there to make a play. And they hold off another wave.
And the thing again with Epsilon, when I saw this map set, I saw London Knox hard points where you're going to see those PPSHs be vital. Same goes for Flak Tower. And I think if there is a map that they can take away, if this was Forest, I wouldn't favour them at all. I do think that they can go toe-to-toe with some of the best teams here with a PPSH. Dave's pulled it back out, and we're going to see trades going down. Hawkey snapping on, and we're just one alive. It is Silly. He's just biding his time, trying to get his teammates to spawn as Prestini does come off spawn now. Hawkey, I like this play. He's waiting. He's just getting his team back in to position, and he does have that map control.
Hey, you want to give yourself some free kills if you can, especially this close to Streaks. He's trying to back it up, might get caught. Power of the FG on display there. He was trying to back it up. Well, power of the PPSH there as well. He just lines up Clayster across mid. Nice shots from both players there in that bit of gameplay. Dave now finds one underground. He secured that left side of the mini-map for now. You still see that number 7 in Arcity's pushed up here for eUnited, and as he continues to find kills, oh, almost a second there inside of the kind of base and spawn of the Epsilon side, definitely making it difficult for Epsilon to start trying to get anything going. But here now, Hawkey, the guy that finds a couple of kills, Dave answers as well. But that last man in Prestini, him getting 2 kills is so big. You know, everyone else on your team is dropped. They're coming off a spawn by finding 2. Look, it just basically freezes those 2 players from Epsilon mid-map.
Very difficult. Such a small map as well to get in and out with that flag. Always a tough ask. Clayster and Prestini picking up one either side. Prestini could slip through the net here. We are going to see Vortex push forward. He's going to be caught off. And look at the pinch coming in now as well. You've got Arcity's on one side, Prestini on the other, and Arcity's is not going for the flag. He's going for these kills. He should find Dave, and he's just going past one. He's going to find him. That's going to be 3 down for Epsilon. All up to Vortex. Finds the first. Finds the second.
How many times? How many times are Epsilon going to hold when it doesn't look like they should? They did it so many times against eUnited. One more time there. Vortex is the one that had a game-saving play against eUnited in the final moments of that. What a sick 3-piece there. And a way to keep this tied up. But yeah, it's like they just never break it home in today. It just, every time it seems like it's going to be a flag out and a score. They make the play. Now they have the counterattack opportunity. Dave's going to have flag in hand. Both teams sprinting across the opposite side of the map. It's going to be Pristini. It's the first man in for eUnited. Nade towards him. Vortex pushing it. Vortex can't win the first. It's actually both gunfights going their way. But now this is going to be a counter. That's a counter cap.
Yeah.
Bye. That was 4 down in quick succession. There's only one player that popped. Clayster's got it picked up. And even though Clay didn't find the kill, he slowed him down enough that is surely going to be a score. It did get cleaned up. So nice job by eUnited answering very quickly there. So that's the only time apparently Epsilon's going to fold on defense is when everybody dies trying to. It's not even defense. Like they folded on offense almost as they get a score in. That's where they drop.
Yep, Silly does grab the flag, so we could see an overtime. If he picks up the 1v1 here, he can run straight through. That's going to be huge. And now he does have the support of his teammate with a 4-second pull. Silly, 5-kill streak. And you know what? I said Epsilon started strong, and they did. They started so strong.
I start going.
And now he's like, does anyone need this? Okay, I do. I'll take streaks off you. I don't need it.
I started going in about their great defense, and then they just get hammered for 2 caps in the final 60 seconds. And but you got 2 players like fully streaked out there with eUnited as well?
Yeah. Well, Silly's sat there. He's like, I've got the flag. I've already got full streaks. Anyone else want 200 points? Absolutely. And eUnited.
Well, that's one way to close out a half.
Yeah. Bounce back, and Silly, I think it was a 5 or 6 kill streak there. He's only 9 and 7, so really turned that first half around.
Well, as impressive as Vortex's play was in the one defensive stance, Silly did that on the other end.
So they've now got 2 sets of full streaks. Now, again, Flat Tower being a very small map, you can get inside and, you know, in the nooks and crannies of the map if you like to kind of dodge this, but of course, it's when you use the fighter pilot on the offense and you just wipe them clean off the back of their base.
Well, I think that's, I was talking about, again, the Epsilon defense, how strong it's been. That's one way to make it a lot easier to deal with, right? They're good at playing deep there and winning those gunfights, but it's a lot different trying to win those when this starts happening. When it's a fighter pilot coming in or a glide bomb on top of you, you can't hold that strong position that you want at times, so this does open things up for a moment, but Hockey at least wins a gunfight.
I'd love to know what Clay is screaming here. I don't know what's going on the main stage, but some level of hype is getting into this game. 4 minutes left on the clock here. Arstees behind enemy lines. Vortex knows about him, though. He's going to call him out to Dave. Reads the play. He's going to spot Vortex. He spotted both of them there. He's just really been a nuisance here.
Yeah, one player did sneak through on the other side. I believe that's Hockey on the other end, but they do have one defensive player there from eUnited. Pristini should win that. That'll be a pull. And then now Hockey, I mean, he's going to have to, I think, wrap back to... well, you can't wrap back without any legs because Clayster just took him off.
And again, no streaks really invested. Now we see the streaks coming in for Arstees just to secure the flag. That flag will go in. And Clayster pushing forward. I don't know if it's... I can't take this
What did Clay just yell?
I don't know if he's sounding you suck or as he's screaming, he's laughing. So I don't know what's going on. It'd be great, to hear from him. But 3-1, 3 minutes left here. eUnited. Ironically, after everything I said, Epsilon started strong, and now this.
Yeah, it's got a little bit out of control now. Well, Clayster on a 5 streak. You already had some streaks left on the remaining players of eUnited, or 2 of the players from eUnited. Looks like you won't get any more, as Vortex and Nathan do find a couple of kills there. And it's not exactly desperation time. You still have a lot of time on the clock, but it's gotten... Oh, that was a stick. I believe Nathan caught that one.
So I take one A cup off just to kind of listen to what exactly is going on. Clayster's just laughing. I don't know why or what is so funny up there.
He's trying to make the guys have fun, man. Honestly, like... Whether it's a morale issue or whatever, I mean, I've heard a little bit of both, but I think he's just trying to get the guys to have fun. Like you said, make Call of Duty fun. Enjoy yourselves. Winning and having fun playing COD's one way to fix a lot of woes for a team.
And I think a series like this as well, a 3-0, not only a 3-0, but in the fashion that they're doing it, if you are having fun, it can just set the mentality for the rest of Division B. Clay himself is 21 and 12. It's working for him, and it's working for his team right now. However, it's looking good for eUnited.
Well, eUnited, we talked about the fact they're trying to fix things. And it sounds to me like they're having a lot of fun. I want you guys to have fun, too. Let's toss it to an Astro listen in here with eUnited.
Oh, mother trucker,
2 our outskirts, 1's our back door. 2 our outskirts, 1's our back door. Last kid outskirts.
Oh
my gosh, Shelly!
Yes.
You're amazing!
My A pedal's not working, bro.
Don't pipe.
God.
Boys, we're about to cop our second dub of the week. Let's go!
Let's
go, baby.
The 2 weeks, what do you mean?
Yo, backdoor! Oh my gosh, I spoke too soon.
There's that one spot in their circle. Going
All right, I'm nading over the big old gun. Looks like my dick.
Big ol' hanger.
15-footer. Rapid.
And too much fun having on the eUnited comms as we are back with 60 seconds left.
Okay, Clay,
Jesus Christ.
25 and 13. Let's. I mean, he was just stating, of course, that he about to get his second win of the week, and his teammate corrected him. Of course, it has to be 2 weeks, but
Oh, maybe Clay might just have created a new call out.
yep, yeah, I have nothing else to say. 3-1 United. They're looking to end this one, and yeah, Clay. He's a character.
I told you, they're trying to have fun. You know, they're building team bonding, chemistry, all things that are important in the Call of Duty World League, Pro League, presented by the PlayStation 4.
I can hear him clearer than I can hear you.
Isn't that true? Well, 20 seconds left. Unfortunately, the fun for eUnited is still more pain for Epsilon. It's going to be frustrating to know what the comms were like, and you're still struggling to compete with them right now. But, you know, maybe this can be big for United. Wow.
And that is it. That is it. 3-0. All smiles in the eUnited camp. Clay having fun. Arstes, Prestini, and Silly picking up another W in their Division B run. I do miss Arstes, you know, when he was always getting up, getting hyped. Hopefully we'll get that back. And maybe this is the start of good things for eUnited.
Hey, you know, it's Valentine's Day, guys. It's all love. That was just friendship and love. Clay and the boys get a win.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I love listeners. They are my favorite.
He's still smiling.
Well,
He's still laughing.
He probably has heard that he was on a listen-in.
Yeah, someone's probably told him straight away. But